So today is the 26th of January. It's cold, as you can tell. I'm wearing a beanie. I didn't explain what this channel was gonna be about at all in the video that I uploaded yesterday. That was kind of a tester, I guess, for me. Because I don't know if anyone will ever even see this stuff anyway. But it was a test for me to talk in front of the camera. This is somewhat ironic given the concept that I was covering and our detachment from what is occurring due to looking at things to screens. But I touched on those who create and those who consume. Obviously, I'm making a little bit of an attempt to create more as opposed to being someone that's stuck in the consumptive state. However, I've typically not been very creative and good at finding my own way when things are not given to me, in the sense that if I'm doing a job and I have simple set tasks and I know the tasks to complete and I complete each task, it's easy. I can execute tasks. But for me to find my own way and come up with things through my imagination and then render them in the real world, that's something that I need to get better at. From yesterday, obviously, as well, I realised that when I'm talking, I can't pause as much as I was pausing yesterday because it was actually quite difficult to listen to. So that's something that I realised. And yeah, this whole talking to the camera thing is something that I guess I'm probably going to have to get used to because when I look at the state of the world and being able to find and maneuver in a way that is somewhat authentic and out of the matrix, for want of a better term, you have to engage in this digital realm to different degrees, of course, but the digital realm, cyberspace, is what has opened up so many opportunities to live life in a very different way, a way that would not have been possible 20 years ago. But why I'm doing this, it's to look into the future and explore the past through my lens. I want to provide anecdotes and look at the world. I mean, hopefully, you know, this resonates with a few people at some point. Yeah, you just want to try and connect with someone, and that's my philosophy in this approach in this channel. That's why I just called it Discoverios. Like the name because it sounds a bit better than just discovery. But I wanted the connotations to be there of we're unraveling this thing, we're working out life together. Ultimately, I do think one's aim should be to create a life that's worth living. Of course, that's different for each individual. But to actually get there, I don't really know. I'm currently at an interesting point in my life, and part of my impetus to begin this channel is the fact that I am not doing a lot with my time on a day-to-day basis, as I've injured my ACL, MCL, and meniscus, which has prevented me from doing work and has also limited my ability to do things that I enjoy, such as sport. My whole life I've spent playing sport, and one great thing that sport has given me is a sense of presence. When I'm in my body and I'm focused on how I'm maneuvering my body to execute tasks, particularly in a sporting context, due to speed and everything, there's an inability for my mind to wander. And as you can probably tell, I'm someone that can and does think excessively. It's a blessing, I guess, at some point, but it feels like a curse. And when I'm in my body, I don't have to worry about that. So when I'm partaking in sport, when I'm swimming, when I'm doing martial arts, which is how I got the injury doing MMA, you know, I don't have to think. And I love that. And I think there's something really animalistic and primordial within us humans that allows us to have these states where we're free of thought whilst in action. The flow state. For me personally, I've struggled to achieve the flow state in any sort of academic or working context. Find it really difficult to sit at computers, but, well, sit down and write as well. But in sport, I find the clarity. I find presence. I am there, and the only thing is now. Now, you know? That moment that we all try and grasp onto, but the only thing that we ever have, the present. And yeah, I appreciate movement so much, especially when it's taken away. It makes me appreciate it all so much more. But yeah, pretty much this channel is looking to blend spirituality, little bit about sport, philosophy, and bundle all that up through the lens of my life and my experiences. And I hope that some people will be able to gain something out of it. And yeah, that's what the channel is about. And we're on a mission to spread positivity. Spread positivity. And hopefully learn a little along the way. Thanks.